Hi, in this video, I want to show how we can calculate payments on a mortgage using the formula for an ordinary annuity and how we can do the same thing using a payment function in Excel. So let's take a look at the question that we have. So assume that Zillow estimates the median market value of a home in Ann Arbor is $393,000, and suppose that a 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate is 4%, quoted as an annual percentage rate with monthly compounding. So as you know, an annual percentage rate is a simple interest rate and it doesn't consider the effect of compounding. So here that's why the compounding period is mentioned. So we have monthly compounding. If you buy a typical home in Ann Arbor after making an initial payment of $100,000 with your savings, what will be your monthly repayments on a 30-year fixed rate loan? Okay, so we want to see how we can calculate repayments on a mortgage or on a loan. So as it is mentioned in this question, a typical home in Ann Arbor will cost you $393,000. So this is what we have in cell B1. And you can make a payment of $100,000 in cash in the beginning. So what remains for you is $393,000 minus $100,000. You should borrow $293,000 in order to buy this house. So now we want to see if we borrow $293,000 at an annual percentage of 4%, how much we should pay back each month for 30 years. So the loan the repayment period for a loan is 30 years. Okay, so this is very easy, right? The number of cash flows that you have here, the number of cash flows that you should pay is finite. You have 30 years to pay back your loan and you should make payments every month. So you have 12 cash flows each year and you have 30 years. So in total, you have 36 periods or 36 cash flows. And as you know, these cash flows are equal and are fixed over time. So you have an ordinary annuity. So in fact, this question is asking you what is the value of C in this ordinary annuity? How much you should pay back each month in order to pay back your debt in 30 years. Okay? And the present value of your debt is $293,000. So let's calculate this periodic payment using the formula that we have for the present value of an ordinary annuity. So C becomes a present value of your debt multiplied by your interest rate that you should use. So pay attention, the interest rate that we use in calculating present value, it's a periodic interest rate. So here you pay back your debt every month, but you are given the annual interest rate or annual percentage rate. So annual percentage rate is 4%. So you want to change that to a monthly interest rate. So what you should do is that, let me show that first. So what you should do is that to find a monthly interest rate, just divide your annual percentage rate by the number of periods that you have. Then you can use this option in Excel to change the number that exists in this cell to a percentage form and increase its precision. So the interest payment, the interest rate that you should pay each month is 0.33%. So the formula that we had previously was that annual percentage rate is equal to periodic rate of return multiplied by number of periods that you have. Here we have 12 months per year. and you have annual percentage of 4%, so just divide 4% by 12 to find the periodic rate of return. So now I want to calculate the repayment for this loan. So I use the formula for ordinary annuity. So multiply your present value of your debt with your periodic interest rate that you have. And then we should divide this by 1 minus 1 divided by 1 plus your interest rate. Close it and send it to the power of number of periods that we have. We have 30 years. In each year you have 12 months, so you have 360 periods. And then you should make sure that you close your parentheses and click enter. So this is your monthly payment in this 30-year loan. So you should pay back $1,398.83 in order to pay back your loan in 30 years. Okay. You have another option to calculate your monthly payments. That's using the function payment or PMT in Excel. So in order to use that function, you should choose the rate that you have. Here you should use the rate that is relevant to each time period that you have. For each month, the rate that you have is 0.33%. Number of periods that we want to pay back our debt is 360 periods. And then you should choose the amount of money that you want to pay back, how much debt you have. So you have $293,000, okay? And the other options that, as you can see, are optional and you don't have to enter anything for them. So then you click enter and you see that this payment function will give you exactly the same number. So because this is a cash outflow, the Excel gives you a negative number, so it puts it in parentheses. So in order to understand how you pay back your debt over time when you have a loan, a 30-year fixed rate loan, we created a table here to show that, okay? So first of all, the amount of money that you borrow at time 0 is $293,000. So in period 1, your opening balance, the amount of money that you owe is $293,000. How much return should you pay on your, how much interest you should pay on your debt is very easy to calculate. Just multiply your opening balance with the monthly interest rate that you have and click enter. So you see these two numbers are exactly the same. So that's the interest that you should pay, $976.67. And then each period you pay back $1,398.83. So this has a negative sign because it decreases the amount of money that you owe, okay? So at the end of the period, how much do you owe? You owe your initial balance plus the interest that you should pay to the bank minus the amount that you paid to the bank this period, okay? So you add them. So this is your closing balance. You can continue in the same way. So your opening balance in period 2 is exactly your closing balance in period 1. And you can calculate the interest payment for period 2 very easily by multiplying your opening balance with your monthly interest rate. After that, you make another payment in the second month, exactly for $1,398.83, and your final balance, how much would it be? It will be your opening balance plus the interest that you should pay to the bank minus the payment that you made in the second month, and you click enter. Okay, If you continue in the same way, you can observe that, first of all, as you said, because this is a fixed rate loan and the payment over the life of the loan is fixed, so you always pay $1,398.83. And after 30 years or 360 periods, you can observe what happens. So let's go down and observe what happens. So as you can see, your interest payment over time decreases more and more. Why? Because your opening balance is going down. As you make more and more payments on your debt, your opening balance goes down, so your interest payment over time goes down. So you see your interest payment is decreasing to $800. If we go forward, we see that now it goes to $500, $400, $300. And you see toward the end, your interest payment is only $4.65. And as you can see, in the last period, when you make your last payment, the ending balance on your debt will become completely zero in 360 periods or in 30 years. So as you know, when you're paying back your debt in the beginning, most of your fixed payment in the beginning goes toward paying back interest. But toward the end, most of your fixed payment is going toward paying back your principal amount of your debt, and very small part of it goes paying back your interest. So thank you very much for watching this video, and bye.